primetime edition of the NFL on EA Sports. We'll see Patrick Mahomes and the Kansas City Chiefs taking on Deshaun Watson and the Houston Texans. Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
It's been a rough year for folks all across this great country, but football's back. The Texans and Chiefs, 2020 season underway. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
On the return, the Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Texans getting set here to take over again on offense. On 1st down, it's Watson. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Complete.
19 yards there on the catch and run.
A gain of
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Watson. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well. Incomplete.
And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48. They get 6. That'll leave him with 3rd and 4.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
A fresh set of downs on a gain of 13 there for the Texans.
1st down.
Watson on 1st down. And he hits his target. It's Kenny Stills. And he'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. That is catch number 300 now for his NFL career. And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. And this will be a gain of 6 when it's all said and done. Down to the 15 from the 21.
Brings up 2nd.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Again, it's Watson. And that's incomplete.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on 3rd down.
Yards to go.
And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Kenny Stills there to make the grab. And the Texans take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Excellent start there. First drive of the season. Big-time success putting it in the end zone.
And remember, that was done without any real map of how to do it. In other words, the deeper you get into the season, you get game film to work off of, tendencies to work off of. The first drive of the season, things can be entirely different than what you've seen in the past. It's a really good job of execution by them.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. Off of play action, he'll look to throw. Rolling to his right. They complete it to Hill. There he goes, right side. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 71 yards. And the Chiefs are an extra point away from tying up this football game. That's a tough combination to defend. You know Patrick Mahomes has the big arm, and he's got the elusiveness and the speed. So even though you force him from the pocket, he's still dangerous.
Bad idea, in my opinion, to force him from the pocket. Do everything possible to hem him in and make him make the throws from right there in the center of it. And look, we know he's got the big arm. You just noted that. But when he gets outside, it puts so much stress on your defense trying to locate where receivers are and make sure you're covering them. And he can throw the ball the length of the field. So you just tell a receiver, just keep going. They'll find it. And he did there.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And able to get this out to the 25.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
So now we get set to see Houston for their second drive of the ball game. They were successful last time finding the end zone on their opening drive of the season. And they get another shot here with a 1st and 10. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Will Fuller, 8 yards on the pickup. Brings up
ahead of the chains now, 2nd and 2.
33-yard line.
To throw is Watson. He finds his man Johnson. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40.
I know this may be jumping the gun a little bit, but 7-7, they're flinging it around like crazy. Look at the drive that's going on here. Partner, we may have to start thinking about one of these defenses just holding someone to.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. The sack by Dorian O'Daniel, the linebacker from Clemson.
And we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, he really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
And it's 3rd down.
3rd and long. It's Watson. Open man, the tight end fells. And he can only manage to get this to the 45-yard line. Well short of the 1st. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a 1st down.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. They fake the give. Now Mahomes on the move to his left. And going deep for Hill. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Eric Murray, the ex-Chief, has it. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line. Down carry here for Johnson. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. These two teams all tied after 1.
At the Chiefs' 23-yard line.
On 2nd down, here's Watson. Screen play, Johnson. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. This defense tightening up a bit. That last catch just 1 yard, making it 3rd and 9. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. A 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Texans have taken the lead.
When we draw up defenses on the board, we do account for every receiver. But on that particular play, somehow he was wide open, became an easy touchdown pass.
The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Here's Mecole Hardman. And makes it. across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Time for another look at Patrick Mahomes and the Super Bowl champs. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up first and 10 at their own 23. Off the play fake, he'll set up to throw it. And got his man, complete. 20.
It's saying if they pay me, I'll do it.
Way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 77 yards. And the Chiefs are an extra point away from tying up this football game. As he was shuffling right out of the pocket, you could just tell he was going to take a shot downfield. He had his eyes down there the whole way.
He certainly did. He wasn't taking off to go, right? When he was flush from the pocket, a lot of times you see him, eyes will drop, ball will get tucked, and he takes off, becomes a running back. But as you noted, stayed alive as a passer, tremendous body control, and a pretty good arm there, too.
At their own 25-yard line.
Now a first down throw, Watson. He's letting it fly for Cooks. And incomplete. Crisis averted. Almost picked. Instead, second down.
Incomplete.
So the incompletion, and now it's second and 10, again from the 25-yard line. Throwing again is Watson. And he's taken down. A Chiefs sack. Like a freight train there. Derek Nottie with a sack.
Well, that's the second time he's been sacked so far in the first half. And if they have designs on having a big year, on going anywhere, they've got to find a way to keep him upright so they can throw the football.
And he can't quite intercept it. Zone coverage, free safety was there. Couldn't come up with it, and now it's fourth down.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a fourth down. Well done.
That'll go as a 42-yard punt, but a net of 32. They had a 10-yard return. And it's Chiefs football, first and 10. The Chiefs offense and Tyreek Hill heading back out onto the field. He has certainly made the most of his catches so far, both of them going for touchdowns here in half number one.
And we've never met a team that doesn't talk about getting off to a fast start and featuring guys that they want to have the ball early. They're seeing both of those come into play here. Off to an incredible start, got their feature guy going, and now everyone else should have opportunities.
3 tight ends in the ball game here on first and 10. And here's the Super Bowl hero from a year ago. It's Damian Williams. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Here now, the first NFL carry for the LSU man. It's Clyde Edwards-Helaire.
Not the kind of game that we'll go absolutely crazy for, but it's the kind of game that you need to have when you're running back in the NFL. And Clyde Edwards-Helaire, with that low center of gravity and strength, he's going to get those tough, gritty yards for you when necessary.
He'll buy some time right. He may try and run for this. He opted to go with a scramble, gets 2 yards, and now it's 4th. And no field goal try here from the red zone. Offense out there. They'll go for it on 4th. And that is going to be incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And this Texans defense stands tall. And he'll have a tough time living that one down. It's one thing, Charles, to drop a pass. It's quite another to drop it on 4th down.
And so many teams work on that in terms of locking in on those key downs. You know, I've seen, you and I have both been to practices where we've seen, hey, 3rd down situation, big 3rd down alert, lock in here, 4th down play, make sure you're focused just a little bit extra. It didn't pay off in that situation.
We remind you that coming up at the half, we'll hand things off to Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have scores from earlier today, plus a look ahead as well, so you won't want to miss that. A lot going on here in Week 1. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
And the Texans...
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Now the pass hauled in by Kenny Stills. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A pickup of 11 and a Texans first down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
A 6-yard.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Watson looks to throw again. And the catch made by Johnson.
Watson's pass.
Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Watson on 3rd down. Finding fouls, complete. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. On first down, Watson. Complete. It's Johnson. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40.
Out of bounds.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
To the air yet again, Watson. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. A shotgun snap for Watson. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Watson's pass intended for Will Fuller.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
So on 4th down, Texan kicker Kaimi Fairbairn comes on. From the right hash, this from 53. And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice, an ambitious effort.
Now, if this was a clear day in September, I'd say this is well within his range. I'd feel very confident about this kick, but let's be honest about it. In these elements, the difficulty level gets ratcheted up by at least a factor of 5.
The Chiefs in good position to start out as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 43. Open man is Hill. He's got it. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime.
1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
They go play fake. Mahomes steps away. And this throw will be intercepted. Zach Cunningham with a pick. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. But just 18 seconds remain till halftime as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. The Texans going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Now Johnson. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
The ball carrier. Chris Jones on the stop.
So, all right, we will save the Week 1 highlights and apparently get right back to the action here in the 3rd.
Chiefs, 13.
We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10. At their own 23-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. A good pickup there at 22.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line.
Brought down at the
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secure before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Mahomes now to throw. Flush to his right. And that is caught. Touchdown, Kansas City. Tyreek Hill with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns. And the Chiefs are going to jump back in front. Andy Reid never one to shy away from taking chances. He'll go for 2. Working from the gun, Mahomes escaping the pressure right. And this will be caught as they convert here for 2. So they go with a pass there on the 2-point try and able to convert it, Charles.
And a good job by the offense figuring out their 2-point play and using it well. It's interesting how people are using the strategy nowadays, though, isn't it?
It really is, and I don't know how much that particular play factored in, but with the PAT moving back in 15-16, that kind of changed things, didn't it?
It's really a part of everyone's strategy now. When I talk with coaches and when we sit with them, they always talk about they actually have 2-point periods in practice now, something they never really did before.
Our game here at Arrowhead, the first of some great matchups here in Week 1. You've got Miami at New England in year 1 after TB, and you've got the first ever Las Vegas Raider game as they travel to Carolina. You've got the aforementioned Mr. Brady and his Buccaneers taking on New Orleans. And then, of course, the debut of SoFi Stadium Sunday night. How about this for an opener? The Dallas Cowboys and the LA Rams. A well-executed 22-yard gain. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. On 1st down, it's Johnson. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. 2nd and 10, 3rd quarter of the season opener.
at the 30-yard line.
Eluding the pressure right. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down.
No doubt that's a very good play defensively right there, because you've always got to be aware that he can take off and make a big play with his legs. How about the way they were able to contain him? That also tells me the coverage was excellent downfield.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Yeah, this defense rallies, and they stop him short of the first down right near the 24. They do get 7 out of that, but not enough to prevent a 4th down.
How about that strategy there, Brandon? 3rd down. They just said, we've got faith in our tacklers. We'll give you the short stuff, and just decided to protect the sticks. So every time I hear fans telling me tackling's not a part of the game anymore, plays like that, I can clip and save and show them you have to tackle well if you want to be a good defense.
So he missed that field goal earlier, but he says not this time. Able to knock it through, give his guys 3.
I like his poise. I like his confidence, his belief in himself. Sometimes when you miss that first one, you see a lot of guys sag and they can't make the next one. Not in this case. Stepped right up like a pro.
Tyreek Hill making his way back out towards the huddle. This defense, they wouldn't mind not seeing him again for a while. 3 trips to the end zone. How about that? And Mahomes misfires again, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Gary and Conley. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line.
Okay, it's real simple to say from here. But we know that sometimes quarterback, you've got to know when to say when and just throw it away. Flushed out to the right, tries to make something out of nothing here, and he winds up floating one downfield that gets intercepted.
From the gun, here's Watson. It's complete. Stills. Touchdown, Houston. Kenny Stills, already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Texans have once again taken the lead.
I know we often laugh, and sometimes we even exalt the guys who are great trash talkers and give us some really funny lines. But the bottom line is absolute production on the field. His second touchdown of the game, and they lead.
And now they'll be looking to their defense to preserve that lead. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And Hardman going to go ahead and sit on this one as it'll come out to the 25. The Chiefs offense and Tyreek Hill heading back out onto the field. And I think we both agreed he could have a really good game with this matchup, but over 200 yards now.
I don't think we saw it as that good. And I think what really makes it special is when games like this are occurring, it's not just getting locked in and in the zone and on a roll. It's continuing to adjust throughout the game because, you know, the defense is kicking coverages towards him, trying their best to slow him down, and he keeps getting the better of them.
Yeah, whatever they've done, it hasn't worked. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. The big gainer there on the catch and run, 37 yards. Now a first down carry, it's Williams. And he'll be taken down at the 33, a pickup of about 4. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Sliding out of the pocket. This will be caught inside the 10. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. They'll try and run. This is Williams. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that'll make it 2nd and goal. Rolling to his left. And he's got Hardman in the end zone. Touchdown, Kansas City. 10 yards on the touchdown pass as his guys are able to regain the lead. Got outside of the tackle box, and sometimes that could be a recipe for disaster, but here it was not.
It's frustrating for guys on defense, too, because he got out to the left and then still delivered on the move with accuracy.
Harrison Butker to kick off.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback.
25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
24.
Second down and 8. Out of the gun, Watson. He's got his tight end. It's Fells. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 15 yards on the play. First down.
A gain of 15. And the Texans first down.
Watson on first down. Flushed out right. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple. On second down, Johnson. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 2 yards, good enough for a first. So now first and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 49-yard line. Watson now to throw. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. It was Frank Clark that time who got in there to bring him down. The sack cost him only a yard. It's second and 11. Operating from the gun, Watson. And Stills bringing it in. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 33. 16 yards, a first down. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. From the gun, Watson. It's complete to Fuller. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Deshaun Watson, 4 touchdown passes now in the ball game. And the Texans have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter.
Well, after another passing touchdown, I don't think it'd be an understatement to say that he's in the zone. And I believe he likes it.
Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And that will make this a 4-point game. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. Here's Hardman on the return. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line.
1st and 10. At their own 23.
KC's offense ready to take over. Now, the bad news for them, they've seen that cushion they once had totally evaporate, and they're working from behind. The good news, they now have the opportunity to regain the lead right back.
Number 26.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
On the tackle. 1-yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9.
On play action, it's Mahomes. They'll roll him out right. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Flush to his right. He is going to find Hill here. And he finally goes down at the 23-yard line. Mahomes finding Hill for a big play. 54 yards. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. And he's got Hardman in the end zone. Touchdown, Kansas City. Mecole Hardman, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Chiefs have taken the lead here in the 4th. He's got it, and this is indeed up to a 3-point lead. Just a 4-play drive that time, and it's capped off with a Kansas City touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Fielded in the end zone, and no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Give him 30 yards there.
Now you're right on the edge of field goal range. You've still got time, but get up to the line.
That's caught inside the 20. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. Back-to-back plays of right around 30 yards, and the field position has totally been flipped. Here's a throw out wide complete to his running back right side. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
At the 11-yard line.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
This will be caught just inside the 10. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. A gain of 4 last play. They double that here and get 8.
I'm a little surprised right here. They've got 3 timeouts.
He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the 4th.
Wow. Wow. I know it's a never-say-never situation, but to me, that looks like that's the one that's going to finish them off.
A score that puts them in front here late, but you got to rally your kick team, don't you, and say the last thing we need is a big return.
And what happens is guys get overeager, get out of there